What's happening, YouTube? Rajay here to take a look at another beer. I'm going to take a look at one from a brewery I have not had before. This comes from Arcadia Brewing. This is their Whitsun Ale. This is described as a pale wheat ale, 6.2 ABV, 17 IBU. Nothing really as much to note on the label outside of wheat ale brewed with spices, coriander, and orange peel. So we're never going to have like an orange flavor on this one. I know on the site I think it mentions honey too. So outside of that, everything else is pretty much generic on the bottle. Arcadia Brewing is actually out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. So for those of you that are around that area might be more familiar with it than I am, of course. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and crack this open. And actually I just noticed on the bottle it says 6% ABV. One of the sites I saw says 6.2, so we'll go with 6% since that's on the bottle and they make the beer. Go ahead and get it into a glass. Alright, so there we go. The pale wheat ale, to be specific, is American pale wheat ale. But get into the glass. Pretty much a cloudy, murky color with the beer chill haze on it, I guess you can say. The color itself, a nice sunset orange, about a finger of head on there. The head itself, nice white head. Not really too much there. It looks like it may dissipate after a certain point. Just kind of not much with that one at all. So usually on a pale ale I like to get at least a finger or two out of the head, but it is what it is. So outside of that, nothing else really to note. Carbonation, not seeing a lot of the bubble action because of the cloudiness. I can see a few here and there. Looks to be kind of soft, so nothing else really to note. Let's go ahead and get a smell. The aroma, nice moderate aroma, moderate to strong. Easily pick up the coriander and the orange peel, and you do pick up that honey smell too. Nice sweetness pours out of this one. Very much more malt forward than any of the hops. 17 IBU. The hops are going to kind of be hanging out more on the backside. Do get a tad bit though of a little bit of earthiness smell in there. So this is what we kind of expected going in, looking off the label. Wheat ale brewed with spices, coriander, and orange peel. Yeah, I would say yeah, that's pretty much got it. Not getting as much of a, well, I do get a little bit of a spice kick, but nothing overpowering. Go ahead and get a taste. On the taste, first thing I noticed is that the carbonation does hit you. So although I couldn't see as much in it, you do feel that it's been highly carbonated. You also get more of that shandy type taste with this one. You know, if they were going for a shandy style, I think that'd be more equipped on this one versus maybe the pale wheat ale style. But it does have a nice mouthfeel. You do taste that orange and that coriander inside the mouth. It is refreshing. It does have a nice crisp finish on the back end. The texture itself, slightly watery. Not anything over. It's actually, for a wheat ale, it's better than some of the other textures I've seen out there for some of the wheat beers. So kind of happy with that and that along those lines. It's actually not bad overall. So for a wheat ale, kind of fits right into that style. Like I said, with the flavoring, it makes you think more of a shandy type beer, but you know, shandies are a variation of that anyway. But I think it's not too bad. When I go out and drink another one of these, actually on a hot summer day, or if I wanted something refreshing, this wouldn't be a bad one to actually have as far as one to sit back and enjoy now. But the carbonation, I wish it was tuned down a little bit more. It's almost to that level where it's almost like a soda being carbonated. But we take a look at what other people have ranked it out there. Now, Beer Advocate actually has this ranked as an 80, being good. Back when the bros used to rank stuff before 2000, they had it as 85, very good. And you get over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer has a 48 overall and 76 for style. And I don't think it's that bad to go down along those lines. I think on this one here, It's a good beer that is good for what you're looking for it to do. I think it doesn't really vary from what the label says. I think it gives you what you were expecting going in. I think it was solid in that regard. The carbonation, again, if we just tone that back a little bit, not have it overcarbonated, I think it'd be a lot better, a lot more smoother than what you end up with. I would look at this one being a B- beer. So I think down around an 80, or where the Bros have is an 85, it kind of plays into that area in itself. I think the appearance is okay. Most of your wheat ales don't leave a lot of lacing, so I'm not worried about that too much. I think the appearance of it, for the color and the aroma that you get out of the glass, very good aroma, not weak like some of the other wheat beers that are out there. And the taste, like I said, outside the carbonation a little bit, taste is fine, it's on point. So I'm going to say on this beer, B-. And if you've had this one before, let me know what you think. Again, this is the Arcadia Whitsun Ale out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. And if you had it, put some comments in the comment section. Well, once again, I say cheers and thank you for swinging by to see another video. Hope to catch you in the next one. If you like what you saw, just hit that like button and remember to subscribe if you haven't, so you're up to speed on other videos as I complete them. Cheers. Look forward to seeing you next time.